doing?
So tell us what happened.
No, don't put a camera in my face, Taylor.
So, me and my brother both pre-ordered the PlayStation 5 and he sent it to the wrong address. We were waiting for months and they said they delivered it and he went outside and it wasn't there. So, we gotta drive 30 minutes to get it.
I don't know if we'll be able to get it tonight because I couldn't get it to tell me if they would hold it there or not.
Oh, go like right up there. Here's the entrance.
There's probably a office up front over here. Yeah.
There's someone over there scanning things. There's Chris, masked up. He was so pissed that he did this. He's been so pumped for months. Hopefully we get it tonight though.
Alright, let's get it in there.
We got it!
We got it. Time to unbox it.
Trying to do this to where y'all can see this. Okay, first we got it's the base plate. Super pumped about the controller. The PlayStation itself. Ooh, this thing is super clean. I like the design. Super, super modern looking. It's so cool how the inside right here is like all the little PlayStation symbols from the controller. So like got the square, X, triangle, circle. Pretty cool. So I gotta admit, this is actually my first ever console that I bought on my own. My brother has been hyping me up about this for like a year and he finally convinced me to get it, and I thought it would just be a good investment because that way we'll have a little hobby we can do together. So he plays pretty much every night, so I'm gonna be playing with him a lot and it's just gonna be good bonding time, and I'm pumped to do it because the games look pretty sick too. One of the biggest things I'm excited about is the controller. It's got the haptic feedback in the trigger to where it like changes resistance as you're like doing like shooting things or like, I don't know, super ergonomic, solid build, and it's got nice buttons. And honestly, these joysticks are sick. It'd be nice if DJI would make joysticks that were this nice and grippy. Pretty sweet design. As you can see on this side, we've got all the USB cables. On this side, we've got some more. We've got fans everywhere. It almost looks like a spaceship or something. Like a skyscraper or a spaceship combined. So the real reason I'm making this video is to be able to write off my PlayStation. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to try to make a PlayStation commercial using just super minimalistic camera setup. So I'm just gonna use a tripod. Obviously I'm gonna use my lights, but you could do this outside with soft lighting. So let's do it. So a big thing for the PlayStation is actually this controller, and all the detail on it is super cool. So I'm gonna wanna show that, and I'm gonna wanna show a lot of close-ups obviously, but I'm also gonna wanna try to show some movement in my shots. So since I'm just using a tripod, what I'm gonna have to do is find something that I can put it on to where the product itself is gonna move. So let's see what we got. So in the past, I've used like a skateboard wheel as a dolly or something. Bike wheel's not really gonna work. I don't know about this. All right, we're back in the studio. So all we got for this project is a tripod, a pressure washer because it has a big wheel, and good old piece of cardboard. Trying to repurpose some stuff. Okay, so let's get into the main shots. So any brand that makes a product spends a ton of time making all the details matter. So we have to respect that. So on this, you see we've got PlayStation details everywhere. We've got the grip. Everything's like got lights and stuff once it's on. On here, obviously the shape is really important. The fans are really important. That cool texture made out of the shapes. So we're gonna wanna show all that, and then we're gonna wanna show it in action. So I'm gonna try to get a shot of like me playing it or something. Let's see what we can do. All right, so I'm liking our setup back there. We've pretty much got it ready to go. We've got it super white, super clean, super modern, kind of like how PlayStation markets their stuff. And in the background, we've got the blue light. So we're gonna try to incorporate that in there because that's PlayStation's color. One big perk about having these RGB lights is like 25 bucks maybe. You can just kind of add a little bit of character to your shots. Even if it's just like a close-up, adding a little bit of color contrast is really cool. What I'm gonna do is set up our main hero shot, as people call it, which is just gonna be a static shot, and then I'm gonna try to add some movement in there with the cardboard. Okay, so at this point, I'm basically just trying to get it to where the framing actually works. Ooh, that's looking good. Okay, so there's our static shot. So I wanted to add a little bit more color, so I actually got a light strip out of my room. A lot of people have these, but basically, let me turn this light off so you can see. So we've got that. I made them a little bit different so that there's kind of a little bit of a gradient and it draws you into the picture. So I think we're set. All right, so we got the main shot. So now what I'm gonna try to do is add a little bit of a movement, and I'm not gonna use a slider. I'm just gonna use my camera and a table and a piece of cardboard. Let's see if it works. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know where this is going, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide this nice and smooth close up, moving from closer to the product to a little bit further away to add a little bit of dynamic movement to the shot. Instead of like if you had a slider or something like that, sometimes you don't need it. So we are rolling, and I'm just gonna go, I think I need to put it closer. Yeah, looks good. So a quick tip about movement is if you get a little bit closer and your lens is a little bit wider, you can move just a little bit and it looks like you're moving a lot more. So I'm gonna try that again. I think we got it. All right, so as funny as it is, sometimes that's all you need to do. Just add a little bit of movement, and we can always add in a little bit of keyframing or something like that to make it look even more dramatic. But pizza box for the win, so now we're gonna get some more detail shots. Controller, nice, 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 holding it straight. If you move your camera, just a little bit at least, the keyframing looks a lot more realistic. All right. This tripod sucks so bad. It'd be like we're going through the PlayStation or something. Through black, boom. Maybe I can fill in the frame completely. Wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. It's always good to dust things off. So, you know, good thing I got this duster in hand. Works pretty good. You can get this duster. I've got the link down below. It's not as good as a Swiffer, but you know, it fits in your camera bag a little easier. This is pretty much how I do a lot of my B-roll for my YouTube videos. I know I have a lot of equipment. I have a slider and all that stuff. I tried using it at first, but it just takes like way too long, and I can do a lot of the same stuff handheld way quicker. So why use it? I don't know. So next we're gonna do the do the thing with the pressure washer wheel. All right, so the goal is to put this over here into the set and flip it on its side, and we're gonna use the wheel as like a spinny surface. So a lot better. Okay, so the goal now is to set up my camera low on the tripod, looking up at the PlayStation while it spins. So we can just have a cool little spinning shot. It should be sick. It's not totally balanced, but it feels pretty good. I'm just gonna slowly go like this, and I'll be ready. Ooh. I'll be ready if it does get wobbly. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, I gotta set up this camera. So I added in this. Okay, so you can see without it and with it. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that looks great on here. So what I'm gonna do is set this up to film the middle. I'm gonna film the top rotating, and I'm gonna film, I guess that's it, but it looks cool. Lighting looks great, on point. So let's record, and hopefully it doesn't fall off. We'll see. All right, this looks sick. Let's go slow. Gosh. So far, so good. All right, that's it. All right, you never know what it's gonna look like until you have it on camera, so. All right, let's try this. Ooh, that was a cool shot. Ooh, that looks good. Gonna switch to macro. Get a few more shots, and then we're gonna be good to go. Just to be safe, leave it like that. Ooh, that was cool. Once again, using the PlayStation to our advantage. Let's see what the controller will do. Who would have known? PlayStation's a great backdrop. This wheel actually works great. So we're getting some overhead shots real quick. Once again, that looks great. So now I'm just gonna spin it a little bit. Okay, cool. A little bit more. Ooh. Sometimes you just find the shots while you're moving stuff around. That looks insane. Those fans just look so cool. All right, so I think we got plenty of shots. So without wasting any more of y'all's time, check out what we made. All right, what'd you guys think about that? Were you thinking it was gonna work out? Were you worried it was gonna fall off? I was worried this whole time it was gonna fall off and break before I even try this thing out. But I would love to see what you guys do if you use any of these tricks to break down the shots. We've got still static tripod shots of details. We've got focus movement. We've got pizza box slider. And then we've got the air compressor tire spinner. So I would love to see what you guys do with this stuff. Try it out on something at home and see what you can come up with. I'd be super curious. Sometimes for me at least, I think it's a little bit more fun to do stuff like this as opposed to just using all these like perfect machines and stuff, because it really pushes you to think outside the box, and while you're doing it and moving things around, you can kind of find shots that you wouldn't have found otherwise. So I really like that part of it. Obviously, maybe it's not the most practical if you're on a client shoot or something, but if you're shooting at home, your client's not gonna know that you're doing this, that's how you're getting your movement. They're gonna think you have like a robot or something because they just see the final product. So I'm pumped about how this turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some behind the scenes and some cool shots you can come up with using just some stuff you already have around the house. All right, I hope this was helpful, and if you liked the video, make sure to smash the like button. It takes 2 seconds and it really helps out my channel. And yeah, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.